Today's class is all about proprioception, where we will be focusing on where our body is in space. As we get older, sometimes our brain has a little harder time figuring out where our foot may be relative to the rest of our body. So this class can be helpful in preventing falls, but also just bringing more awareness to where our body is in space. Let's start off by closing the eyes. We're going to take a couple of centering breaths here. Bring awareness into your body. Are you feeling tight somewhere, maybe in through the shoulders? Maybe your legs are feeling a little bit tired. Don't need to judge whether one thing is or isn't feeling good or bad. Just bringing awareness to what it is. All right, open the eyes. We're gonna start from the bottom and work our way up. So sitting nice and tall on your chair, we're just gonna do some toe raises. Bringing those toes up and off of the ground. Feeling the stretch in through the calves as we do this. Feel free to go as fast or as slow with any of these poses that is comfortable for you. Let's switch, bring up the heels. Hold it at the top just for a second and release. Now we're going to bring our knees up. Do a little bit of a march. You can always at any time hold onto your chair if you feel like you need a little bit more balance or steadying. I'll bring the right one up and in and hold it. Give it a big hug. Set it down, do the other side. And release. Now we're gonna bring those legs out in front of us. A little bit of dynamic movement and warm up those hamstrings. You notice if you engage those quads, those hamstrings get just a little bit looser. All right, now let's hold. Bring those toes back towards your shins, pushing energy through the heels of your feet. All right, set it down. Bring the right leg up so the right ankle is on the left knee. Flex those toes back. And you can either sit in this position, add a little bit of weight to that right leg, or you can keep it dynamic and kind of give it a little flutter like a butterfly wing. Whichever you're working on, let's switch it out. So the left leg comes up, rests on the right knee. Find that comfortable position for you. Once again, just staying here, adding some weight with your hand, or maybe having some fun with it and moving it around. If you guys are liking the class so far, think about subscribing for more chair yoga classes. All right, set that left foot on the floor and do a twist. So moving to the right side of our room, my right hand is gonna grab the back of my chair. The left is going to grab the seat of my chair to help me give a bigger twist here. Taking a deep breath in and deepening the twist. One more inhale, tall spine. And release, coming back to center carefully. We don't want to just fling ourselves around. And then to the left side of the room. Left hand is on the back of the chair, right hand's on the seat of the chair. Inhale, tall spine, and exhale, release, deepen the twist. One more. And gently release back to center. Here we're gonna do a couple of cat-cows. We're really rounding through the back, sliding our hands down our knees, maybe even bringing our head a little bit closer to our knees for cat. And then bringing our head up toward the ceiling, bringing our chest toward the front of the room for cow. Exhale, releasing on the cat. Take a deep inhale with the cow. One more. Really try to round the spine as much as you can. And inhale, deepest cow here. And release back to center. Keeping your knees together, we're gonna do a forward fold, so keeping a nice tall spine until we hit our maximum. Right when we start to feel like our shoulders are gonna start caving in, that's where we've hit our max. Maybe drop the hands Feeling the release on the lower back, making sure that your sitting bones are still grounded in your chair. If you feel like you might topple out of your chair, you're more than welcome to keep those hands there. Make you feel a little bit more steady. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Deepen into the fold. All right, go ahead and release. We'll come back to center. You're gonna stick our hands out right in front of us so we can see where our hands are in space. We're gonna take our thumbs and connect it with each one of our fingers. Now maybe it's too hard for us to do both hands at one time. So maybe just focus on one hand. Or maybe it's getting too easy and we need to close our eyes and see if we can still connect our fingers to our thumb. Just be sure you're switching it out if you're only doing one at a time. All right, hands back out in front of us. Put my palms towards you guys like I'm saying stop. We're gonna stretch out those wrists, bringing those fingers back toward us, and then flipping the palms down. Let's flip them again. Do this a few times here. And you're always more than welcome to have your other hand help the one that's stretching. Just be sure that you are taking turns so both sides are about even. All right, now I'm gonna have my palms up and I'm gonna touch my shoulders. We're just hinging at the elbows. We're not trying to bring them all around in space, so just keeping the upper arms nice and steady. Only the forearms should be moving. And then this next time, leave your hands on your shoulders. We're gonna bring the elbows up. So we're gonna be feeling our shoulder blades slide down the back as we bring the elbows up. All right, a couple more here. All right, releasing the arms down at your side. We're just gonna do a couple shoulder circles. Trying to roll out all that work we just did. So taking the shoulders back and around, nice and slow or as fast as you like. Be sure to switch your circle. Now they're going forward. I'm gonna plant my left hand on the seat of my chair, bringing the right arm up, palm up, pinky toward the front of the room. And I'm gonna reach over the side for a side body stretch. Feeling that stretch all the way from my shoulder blade down into my hip. Let's switch it out. Right hand on the seat of my chair, left hand palm up, pinky toward the front of the room. I'm not rounding at the shoulders. Making sure that I'm getting a good side body stretch, not hunching forward. Bringing it back to center, I'm gonna bring my right hand up behind my head and my left hand toward the small of my back. I'm gonna do some windmill arms. All we're doing is just switching positions. My left hand then comes to the back of my head and my right hand comes to the small of my back. You'll notice this is a pretty good chest opener. Shoulder blades should be coming closer together, expanding through the collarbones. Just a couple more. Last one. All right. Plant our hands somewhere comfortable in our lap, whether or not that's palms down, you're gonna do palms up. Either way, close the eyes one more time. For a few centering breaths, we're gonna focus back on our body. Just see how it feels different from the beginning of class. Maybe those tight spots loosened up a little bit. Maybe some muscles are feeling a little bit more lengthened than they were at the beginning. Maybe they're just more fatigued. Either way, there's no judgment, just noticing how they are. Taking a deep inhale and exhale. Scan through the body from the crown of the head all the way down to the toes, connecting that mind to the body. All right. right, go ahead and open those eyes. All of us can benefit from a little more proprioception. I hope this chair yoga class helps you continue to thrive.